My first lesson in nature. I had my grandfather who lived until he was 101 years. He lived on a farm which he owned. We would visit him. We hated those visits because he made us work on the land. My father thought he was keeping us in connecting with the generations of the Kani clan, and we saw it as hard labor. Now, he would allow us to work on the fields. And I remember one day, because I come in a city, I'm a township bred. We eat meat any time because mom can hustle things. And they was not eating meat. And I asked, when are we eating meat? So my cousin says, well, ask the granddad. And granddad, take that dog and the stick, go towards the river. You'll find a little bit of dust is there that's drinking in the water in the afternoon. You can hit one and bring it home. So the dog would chase them into the river, and we would dive into the water with our little sticks. And my cousin said, no, wait, I'll do it. And there was one in front of me, said, this one said no. This one said no. Said, which one? Said, that one looks much older. So he hit that one. We took it home, skinned it carefully, because my grandfather needs the skin to make a tobacco pouch. We put it on a stick and we grilled it. It was the best holiday I've ever had. Following day in the morning, I wake up and I say, Granddad, can we go hunt again? He says, what if any person out there had the right to come into my family and take one of you and kill one of you every time they want to? We said, that's how those families of the animals feel. That was my first lesson in nature conservation. And it's always reminded me that even today, when I look at animals, I see families. And that's why I became a nature conservationist. I have served the WWF and Green Trust for 32 years. In 1995, the Deputy President, Thabo Mbeki, was part of the speech that will be inaugural speech for the introduction of South Africa's Constitution. And they defined the African as part of nature, part of the continent, part of the rivers, the streams, the estuaries, part of the animals, the big five, part of the trees, the atmosphere, pollution and all. That was the most unbelievable introduction of that Constitution, which made us believe that we're part of a bigger picture. We're not just human beings greedy to grab and eat and destroy, but we have a responsibility as citizens. What I find about the Zambezi project, that it brings it down to the level of grassroots, to make the person in the village understand how intertwined his or her or the community's survival is to also the survival of the species that are around that village. I am nature and nature is me. There is no separation. My survival depends on nature, and so is nature's survival that depends on me. Each episode gives us the problem and reminds us what we can do and come up with various solutions. So at the end of each episode, you will remember they said, if I do X, Y, Z, this would save our environment. It offers a solution, it makes a proposal, but it invites me as an inhabitant of that particular area to be conscious of my environment and what that environment does, not just for me, but for the rest of the animal kingdom. As Thabo Mbeki puts it beautifully, we have equal citizenship of this country, of this continent, of this world, also with the hyena, with the mosquito, with the bees, with the trees, with the atmosphere, with the leopards, with the lions, with everything. We have equal citizenship. And the word citizenship must mean we have a responsibility for peaceful coexistence. Come with me on a journey to the lower Zambezi as she faces the biggest challenge in her history. Wild Zambezi. The battle for our world's last nature strongholds has begun.